Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a big story coming out of the LCS. This one comes from Alejandro Gomis, where he tweets out, sources, Diplex and Eminus have reached verbal agreement with Cloud9. Now, if you guys do not know, these are both mid laners. As he goes on to say, the two mid laners will compete for the NA team next year in 2023. Diplex to the main team, or Diplex to the main team, and Eminus is going to C9 Academy, which, again, these are big pickups. We'll talk about them, but it also means that both Jensen and Copy, their academy mid laner, one of the kind of hot North American prospects, I guess. I mean, obviously he's not too hot if he still hasn't gotten any opportunities or anything, but people keep hyping him up, saying he's one of the better LCS mid laners or North American mid laners, are both out. Jensen's gone, Copy's gone. They got to hit the road. These two new guys are coming in. And yeah, main team or academy team could change during the season. You know, it really seems like they're going to be riding the hot hand between Diplex and Eminus. And these are both very, very interesting pickups for different reasons. Alejandro breaks down in this article. He says, according to sources, Diplex and Eminus have reached a verbal agreement with C9. All indications are that Diplex is going to be to the main team and Eminus is going to be on the academy team, but it could change. If you guys don't know, Diplex is one of the most promising players in the ERLs from the past couple years. He's 19 years old, a German, and he's been playing with Vitality Vitality Academy, whatever you want to call it, since 2021. The French club has always kept him in Academy, but there were many times when they thought about promoting him to the main team. So Vitality has at times at least thought he could potentially be LEC level, potentially be LEC caliber, and Vitality B does compete in the LFL, which is, you know, when you ask most people, they would say the best ERL. So he has been a pretty good mid laner in the best ERL. I know some K-Corp fans have been like, hey, this guy gets gapped by Seiken all the time. So, you know, he shouldn't be getting shots in the LEC or LCS before Seiken. And, you know, you had guys like Aka in the LFL as well. So, you know, was Diplex the best mid laner in the LFL? Probably not, but he's up there. He's young. He's inexperienced. He can, you know, still potentially bud into something very, very well. But it's kind of risky. You got to think, you know, another LFL mid laner that came over to the LCS was a guy like Takoi. And obviously Takoi has worked out pretty well for FlyQuest, but Takoi was also the LFL MVP at the time. Not just like maybe one of the best mid laners in the league. So Takoi was like one of the best players overall in the league. So, but I don't know. We'll see. Obviously it's a big risk, especially when Jensen is their mid laner, and you know they bring Jensen back for one split just to kick him again. Who knows where Jensen's going to end up next, if he's even going to end up in the LCS, because obviously in the spring we saw Jensen end up teamless, and then he gets a team, and then now he's out again. But Jensen also didn't play that amazingly throughout the 2022 season, but he did get an LCS title. He did go to Worlds, his first split back, and I mean, he wasn't like terrible or anything like that. So it's just very, very strange. This is crazy, but then you have Eminus, who's also a very, very interesting player to talk about. He is a Korean player who's competing in the XL Academy. The XL Academy disappeared, so it seems that the North American organization will be his new team. The player was valued very well by almost all coaches in Europe. They finished second in the NLC Summer Split, so he had previously played with BTXL, and yeah, they played in the NLC. It's the English League or the British League or whatever, so it's not exactly the strongest ERL, but this guy was really, really good. This guy was all about the lane kingdom. You know, he's solo killing people at level 2, level 3. He's going crazy. But he does have some drama and controversy. He has a little bit of a reputation for being like a toxic player. He got benched, I believe, in the middle of the season on BTXL. You know, he's had some issues with players and in solo queue and coaches and all this kind of stuff. But there's no doubt about it. He is very, very talented. He is very, very raw. He is very skilled. But are they going to be able to hone that in, rein that in, and turn it into something productive? Is he going to fit in NA with Cloud9? Who knows for sure. But you know, taking a flyer to send him in to your academy team, where, hey, if he sucks and doesn't even end up being good or ends up being toxic or whatever, you can just get rid of him and get a new academy mid laner. I don't necessarily hate the move, but I don't know for sure how to feel about Diplex in the mid lane for the main team as well, and I have no idea what the heck is going to happen with Jensen, but I feel like he's going to be in a pretty rough spot because he's like 28 years old, 27, something like that, and not coming off a great split, and again, we know the market wasn't that strong for him before, but big news, Cloud9 signing a couple mid laners and likely, you know, saying goodbye to a couple others. We'll have to see what happens. Hopefully catch you guys on the next one, but until then, peace.